3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Hey, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Laurie.
Hi, my name is Stewart.
My name is Christen Williams.
My name's Aleem.
Hi, I am Staci Lee.
My name is Clutter.
Hi, my name is Taylor.
Noah.
Hey, my name is Rachel.
My name is Nya.
Hey, my name is David.
Hi, I'm Lexy.
I'm Keegan.
My name's Lindsay Martin.
My name is Kevin Evans.
3, 2, 1. Move your blindfolds. Look around. This is the cast of season 6 of Survivor BC. Rockrain Valley.
Hey, I'm Chris. I'm from New York. I'm 28 years old. I'm a sales supervisor in a luxury store. I'm the host of Survivor New York as well. So maybe you'd say I'm like a live reality game veteran, and I'm here to prove myself. This is my 9th live game. I've won one before, so hopefully I can win my 2nd one now. Okay, so I have the most unorthodox strategy going into the season, which is I have no strategy going into this season because you can't really determine your strategy until you have your tribes, you know the initial twists, you know what the whole dynamics are going to end up being. So once I see who I'm with, I can really play up to my strategy. If there's a split on my tribe of 4 girls and 4 guys, I can go join the girls, do that type of alliance. I mean, if there's a lot of people from America, I can make an American alliance. It really is going to formulate once I see like who's on my tribe and like what the twist is in the game. I think in a lot of these games, the older people and the girls get targeted very early on, and I think that that is a problem in the live game community. I don't know why it's happening. I guess maybe young men are more passionate about these games, but I think that I like to give people more opportunities. It's my 9th game, so I really am going balls to the walls and doing whatever I want. I'm not scared to be voted out. I'm not scared to make the moves that I want to I'm not scared to make the moves I want to make because, you know, this is just all for fun. My weakness is that I make really close relationships with people, and I have really great friendships with people in these games, and it's really hard for me to turn my back on them, and in the end it could screw me over because I'm not willing to get rid of them or turn on them. But this time is going to be different from all the rest. I think my strengths are the social skills. I really like to get to know people, ask them questions, make them feel comfortable with me, and I think in the long run I'll probably know all these people a little bit more than the rest. And sometimes that is like a big playing point when you get to the final tribal council, the fact that you actually took the time to get to know people and take interest in what they do and what their lives are all about.
Hi, I'm Laurie. I'm from Asheville, North Carolina. I've been in school for to go into the medical field to become a physician's assistant. I also do some animal rescue work too. So that's about it as far as where I'm from and what I do. Let's see, my strategy is I basically want to develop some really strong bonds with the people that I'm playing with. Try not to stand out too much. Try to like suppress my quirks that can, you know, be annoying to some people sometimes that I'm usually not aware of, but I know I have them. So yeah, so it's gonna be, I think, mostly a social exercise for me. Is normally I'm happy kind of being by myself most of the time. So being around all of these people is something I'm not used to. So but I think I'm up for it. I can adapt, and I'm pretty flexible, and I can be pretty personable. I'm just not really good at reading people, so that'll be my challenge. There are some people that I can just hit it off with really well, and there's other people where I just kind of am at a loss as to what to talk about or how to connect with them. There's just like nothing there, and when that happens, I get real nervous, and I make the whole situation worse. So I have a hard time with those kinds. I can't necessarily get along with every single person every type of personality that there is. Also, challenge-wise, I'm not exactly in the greatest physical shape right now, especially if it comes to I'm not a fast runner, even when I am in shape. And if there's endurance type competitions, that's probably not going to be something that I do super well in. So I would say those are my weaknesses. My strengths are that my mood is pretty pleasant. I'm not up and down with my moods so much. So I can be cheerful and pleasant to be around in camp. And I think that most people will enjoy my personality and enjoy having me around, at least I hope. I would say challenge-wise, I'm definitely a puzzle person. So I love doing puzzles. I think I'm pretty good at them. Of course, it depends on what kind of puzzle it is. But word ones where you have to come up with a phrase with just a bunch of letters, those I don't like. But anything with shapes and that kind of thing, I'm good at. And I think I have a good strategic mind too. It's just if I can get to that point in the game socially to where I can use it, and that's what I'm really hoping I get a chance to do, because I really want to get into the real strategy of the game, but I have to get to that point first.
Hi, my name is Stewart. I am 26 years old, and I am currently in College Station, Texas, pursuing my PhD in accounting at Texas A&M University. It's a 4 to 5 year program, and I am on the tail end of my first year program, so fingers crossed I survived my summer research paper. But instead of working on that, here I am in Canada. I feel like come in, smile, be nice, get to know people, really try to form those bonds and connections with people, and make them think that you are someone they can bring in, a person they can work with, a resource they can reach out to. Someone they're like, all right, we need to get a strategy together, let's bring Steven with us. I have no desire to be at the forefront of the head of strategy, but I want people to consistently be wanting to come to me and bring me and use me. And I want to use that as a way to slip through in the game, and then once I make it merge, then it's time to put the pedal to the metal and do what I need to do to get to the end. But I feel like the Survivor, you always just have to go with the flow of the personalities, the people you're thrown together with in this giant concoction, and just figure everything on the fly. So I'm kind of like that middle ground of introverted, extroverted, which I can be extroverted when need be. I was a resident assistant for a year when I was an undergrad. Research, surprisingly, is a very social thing. You constantly publish and work with other people. You don't really do stuff on your own. But at the same time, I love reading, and I don't mind just missing out on a party to stay at home and read a book. So I can deal with it both ways, but Survivor, you need to be extroverted to some extent, and I can handle that part of it. The type of people I don't get along with, people who are overly aggressive. I feel like I am laid back enough, I can really just kind of roll with what's happening, but people are being very aggressive and very in your face. I'm not going to really want to work with that. I can see maybe using them as a shield, but I just don't know how much I'll appreciate having someone like that around. I mean, you always find people you have similar commonalities with, right? People who do accounting, or people who live in the same region as you, or people who have the same hobbies or interests as you. Like in Survivor, you're looking for almost the least common denominator, right? You're like, what's just something that we have in common? We can just work with that. And so I guess it's almost like someone asked me a week or two ago, how do you make friends? I'm just like, that's just such a surprisingly deep question. I'm not quite sure if I have a method I approach when meeting people, here's my 5-step plan to making you my friend. I don't think people, at least I don't do it like that. So I don't know, it's just roll with the people you meet and see what you have in common and just latch onto that and take it as far as you can go. What is my weakness? What isn't my weakness is the question. I suck at finding things. Growing up, my parents had a saying, if it was a snake, it would have bit ya. As in, I just have no sense of what's around me. So there will be an idol in front of me, and I'll just be oblivious to it. Endurance challenges, I'd love to be good at those, but man, I suck at them. And surprisingly, as an accountant, I suck at counting things. It's just, for some reason, counting, if there's a box, count all the marbles and stuff like that, I just throw myself off. So I have plenty of weaknesses. I just gotta make use of my strengths where I can to cover those up. I love escape rooms, so I like to think I'm decent at puzzles. I say decent because like flubbing puzzles in front of a team is terrible, so I'm never going to volunteer myself for that, like to bring that as a surprise skill. Being social, and networking with people, I think is a skill I've learned how to be good at, so I want to make the most of that. And then being tall, like you can't teach height, and here I am, 6'4". Put me in play, coach. Except basketball, don't do that. Put, like tennis, like volleyball, just no basketball, please. I am excited to be here. I am excited to play my heart out and see what happens. And I'm praying that I get that little bit of luck on my side, because you always need that when it comes to the game of Survivor.
Okay, my name's Christen Williams. I'm 21 and I am a college student studying mathematics. Well, I definitely know that when I play games, I like to strongly rely on my intuition, which is what the N means. So I think that out of like all like 4 of the letters, that's gonna be the one that I use the most. The ambivert, I don't know how that's gonna go, because we're gonna see if I'm extroverted when I get out there. If I'm not, it could be bad. If I am, it could be good. Depends. And then feeling, I don't want to say I'm gonna like play with my emotions, because I definitely don't play with my emotions, but I'm definitely someone who feels very strongly, and I'm very intense with my emotions, so we're probably gonna see that. And P, like the difference between P and J, I think, is P makes you more adaptable, and J means you're like more structured. But I'm definitely more of like a like wing it, like go with my gut type of person anyway, so I think that's how it's gonna affect me in the game. My plan is to just wing it. I feel like I have to see who I'm dealing with before I can like come up with a set strategy, but definitely I know I'm going to try to get people to underestimate me, because it's really easy for people to underestimate me. The last live game I played, like everybody thought I was a fucking idiot when I wasn't, so hopefully I could do that again. But I do feel like there are quite a few girls playing. I don't know if I'm the smallest, we'll see. I hope I'm not. That'd be pretty bad. I don't like, and I always say this, the types of extroverts who like think they're right and won't like listen to my opinion, because they're just so set on their ways. Because that's definitely what happened to me in my last live game, and I like called them out for it, and I almost got voted out first because of it. I don't like those types of people. I definitely get along with people, like if I get along with an extrovert, it's someone who's willing to listen, but besides that, I mainly like gravitate towards introverts. So look at me, I'm not gonna be able to lift anything. Like, and people are gonna probably look at me and say she's weak. And another thing I think is my weakness is if I don't like someone, sometimes I have a hard time of hiding it. And like I will try, but then like a comment will just slip out. I'll just be like, oops. So I would say like mentally that's my weakness, and then physically this is my weakness. I think I have a very good intuition. Like everybody's like freaked out. I'm just like the best guesser I've ever met, which like sounds really cocky, but I don't mean it in a cocky way. I mean it in that like I get lottery numbers right without playing the lottery, and I don't know, I haven't played the lottery yet, but I feel like because of that I can like read situations and like read people, just because I don't listen to my head or my heart, I listen to my gut. And another thing, maybe they'll underestimate me. That could be a strength, that could be a weakness, I don't know, it really depends on the game. And besides that, I think I'm just a very analytical person in general. And I'm not afraid to take risks. Nobody thinks I'm a brainiac when they meet me, but I'm like a big nerd.
Nice.
I went through a lot of different avenues, like actuary, or like maybe more in economics, but I also I have like a weird fascination with like quantum physics. So I'm like, maybe I should do that too. I don't know. I like too many things.
My name's Aleem. I'm 22 years old. And I'm from Vancouver, BC, so around here. I am a civil engineer in training currently, so I just graduated with a civil engineering degree, and now apparently the first thing to go to is Survivor, so that's great. So I don't really have a strategy going in. I think the best strategy is to adapt, so I think being adaptable and being someone who's able to change based on how the game is going is really important. I actually think coming in with a strategy is really negative, because you're trying to implement a strategy that might not work in the specific field of who's playing. So I think that my strategy is to have no strategy, but to adapt and to be friendly, to be kind. But also that's just initially. After that, in terms of strategic plays, to make a few close allies. You know, you'll always have to stab some in the back, my goal is to not get first boot and to make it post-merge at least. And after that, I believe that post-merge I'm able to play my own game and actually be able to come out with the win. Why do I want to win? Because as someone who physically looks like who I am, I'm not super weak, I'm not super strong, and I think that that's a perfect mix, because you're not a target and you're not a target in terms of pre-merge and post-merge. So I think that my physical structure is actually perfect, and my mental, strategic, and social game is great. In my opinion, I think my strategy is good, and I think my social is good because I'm able to align with people. Just because I can sound really friendly, I can sound really believable and trustworthy, and I think that's where my traits lie. Because just a little kid like me, why would I lie to you, right? Yeah. I don't get along with people who whine a lot, who are just too talkative, really annoying. That pisses me off. If I have to live with it, I'll live with it. But it might be they might be good people to keep around. It's just people who are not here to win, and that kind of pisses me off, because you're here to play a game and to win. And if you're just trying to skirt around the edges, not play the game, that kind of pisses me off as well. People I do get along with are, I'd say, more physically strong players. I get along with them really well because it's kind of a contrast to me. So as a more strategic player, I'm able to put my strengths into someone who's more physically strong, and together it would create a powerhouse. So I'm looking for potentially one person to actually link with and to take to the end as a powerhouse.
Hi, I am Staci Lee. I am from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, and I'm a social worker. Coming into this season, I kind of keeping my eyes and ears open, but I think this might be a dirty game. I haven't quite decided if I want to play a nice game or a dirty game, but I think I'm going dirty with this one. People that I typically don't get along with are people that kind of grate on my nerves, even though I realize I can be annoying and I can get on my own nerves too. But sometimes there are people that just really get on my nerves. There's already someone that, as soon as I identify whose voice it belongs to, they're already annoying me with blindfolds on. I get along well with people who are pretty chill, can kind of go with the flow, who are, I don't know.
Just kind of
just like cool people, that aren't overly irritating.
Have you played any Survivor live reality games before? Okay,
this is my 13th.
13th. Wow. Okay,
yeah.
So
yeah.
And have you won any of them?
No, but I've made Final Four 3 times, Final 2 once, Final 5 twice, Final 6. No, because see, I play my games different, every time I play. Some games, I get my Final Four and that's who I go to, and then get screwed over. Some games I'm backstabbing left and right. So I like having a new experience. So I don't like playing the same way. So who knows?
My name is Tony Clutter. I'm 33 and I'm from Evansville, Indiana, from the USA, America. And I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I also work in the school industry. And overall, I'm just really glad to be out here. Just coming up all the way up north. I thought in my head, should I do it? I'm like, yes, I need to come all the way up north to Canada, a whole new place, meet whole new friends. So I'm ready for this project, BC Rockrain Valley. Alright. My strategy is going in is to try to get out my social butterfly instinct and try to fit in, try to be social, and I just really want to look out for my game, but I want to earn people's trust, and I just want to read people, my goal in this game is to read people. If they're lying to me, I want to like decipher it. So just I'm going all game mode. I'm going all beast mode in this. I'm giving this everything I got. So hopefully things go my way. And my main thing right now, going into the game, not knowing the twist, is I need to win as many mini challenges as I can. So that's one less tribal I get to go to.
Hey, my name is Rachel. I am from North Carolina. I have 3 kids. I'm a coach of 3 different sports, and I own my own scrapyard. So my strategy for this game is to make as many mini alliances as I can, final 2s with people, and to be cool, calm, and collective.
Nice. So, you've played before. How many other Survivors have you played?
I've played 3 before.
Okay, nice. And you've never won?
No. I think for this season, for this particular game, I'm going to, again, try to play under the radar and not show any kind of athletic attributes, which always seems to get me in trouble, as well as maybe being too much of a leader, which I try not to do, but it kind of just comes out because I don't want people to die. So the type of people that I get along with, they're observant people, they're funny people, they just something about their personality that I vibe with. They get my sense of humor. The people that I don't get along with are people who are like over the top and boisterous and just have to be the center of attention. My weakness for this game would be that I don't always understand relationships that people have between each other, and I get so locked into trying to figure out what I need to do that I'm not as observant as I should be with other people around me. I think my strength is that I can blend into any group and I can make friends with just about everyone without offending them, hopefully. And I can help strategize on a physical level, maybe not intellectually. I'd like to say that I'm grateful to be here no matter what the outcome is. It's never been on my radar to come to Canada, but I'm glad that I'm here, and even if I don't do well, I can always say I just came camping here, which is amazing, so thank you.
Hey, my name is David. I live in Los Angeles, and I do print and commercial work. My plan going into the season is to meet everybody, evaluate them, kind of stay low-key at first, really get to know people and see their strengths and weaknesses, and then make big moves when I can. I usually don't get along with like really big personalities that are obnoxious and needy, and also people that just complain a lot. Those will be my first targets, but they're also good people to keep around because nobody really likes them, so kind of, a good shield for me. I played Survivor Malibu in Los Angeles.
What place did you come in?
I made it to the jury, and I got double idled out, so.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I think with Survivor you need like a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. That's what I learned from my last game. You could have this great plan A and this great plan B, but then 2 people pull out idols and you get screwed with 1 vote. So I'm not afraid to throw votes at people that I'm working with, just in case there's another idol that comes out. So
Hi, I'm Lexy. I am from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm a social worker. I think from what I've seen, Survivor BC is all about building relationships and having a shield, I think. So my plan is just to start out making friends and make sure I'm part of an in crowd that's hopefully the majority, and then moving forward making sure that there's always someone still in the game who's a little bit bigger threat than me. I think probably the hardest people for me to get along with are going to be the people who want to take charge immediately and are just a little bit more abrasive about it. I get along with just about everybody, but those people are kind of tough. Strengths, I would say I'm really relational. I think I'm a great listener, and I think that'll play in really well in Survivor. Weaknesses, I'm probably a little bit less assertive, and I also sometimes want things done a certain way, so it can be hard for me to like relinquish control sometimes.
Gosh, so my name's Lindsay Martin. I'm 27 years old, from Bothell, Washington, and I'm a landscape architect. I think something crazy about me, there's a lot of crazy things, but I would have to say, I can't think of anything. Let's say I really love Survivor, and this is kind of be a crazy experience. And I mean, I've been practicing eating really gross things to get prepared, so I'm pretty dedicated. I really want to see what the experience is like. So like seeing how I will react in certain situations, kind of like flight or fight or whatever, just knowing what my ultimate instincts are is going to be really interesting. My strengths that are going to help me are that I'm pretty personable, I'm empathetic, so I guess I could say that would also possibly be a weakness of mine, but I think it will lend towards creating stronger bonds. I'm also pretty strategic when I approach situations, so I think having that sort of mind is going to help me through different situations and ultimately make it to Sole Survivor. I'm a really terrible liar, so I'm gonna try and not do that, but I'm sure there's going to be some situations where I'm going to have to lie through my teeth, and hopefully this smile just distracts them. Make friends. So my strategy is, it may sound naive, but just to make friends. Ultimately, I think people don't think about how important the social game is, and by building strong bonds, building real bonds, it ultimately gets you farther in the game. I'm hoping to create some true friends here as well as make it far in the game, so I think that's going to ultimately be my first step, is just trying to nurture that aspect of the game.
Okay, my name is Kevin Evans. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Newcastle, Washington, and I work as a stormwater engineer for our local city. And I am just super pumped to play this game. I've played 2 other live reality games. If I didn't do so well, so in 2 games, I only voted correctly once and have never won a challenge. So I'm hoping to do a little bit better, because at this point, my career success is really equal to Francesca Hoagie. So I gotta improve. My strategy coming into here is to lay a little bit more low. I think what has hurt me in the past is just talking whenever there's been awkward silences to fill in that gap. And I think I've just shown myself to be that awkward presence that talks too much. And if I can just lay low, make deep, true connections, then maybe I can go far. I'm gonna say that again. And then I can go far. Well, so I got into Survivor a long time ago. I had participated in a Boy Scouts camporee competition that was Survivor based. And my little troop, we made it all the way to the end and won. And ever since that day, I really got into Survivor games. And watching the game show, and even for a while, I hosted my own online Survivor games through a MMORPG. So that really got me excited. And then a couple of years ago, I played in Survivor LA. Didn't do too great, but that really got me into the aspect of going out to somewhere completely unknown, meeting new people, giving my all, making new friends, and just hoping to come out of the end a better person and to maybe win. I don't know. But I'm just really passionate about the whole idea of Survivor live reality games. So this weekend is actually my wedding anniversary weekend with my wife. On July 25th, it was just our 4-year wedding anniversary. So she's back home, hopefully watching this live, and then eventually watching it on YouTube. And I want to do her proud, because I'm deserting her when we normally would have gone to maybe Vancouver together, but I'm doing it by myself. So I just really want to give it my all and make her proud, make myself proud, and make the most of this time.
Hi, my name is Taylor. I am 22 years old now, and I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Right now, I'm currently unemployed. I've taken like a month off to just visit friends and travel all these different places. But when I come back, I am a social media manager for 2 different companies, so I've got that job lined up when I get back. And yeah, I think it's all about building the right kind of connections with the right kind of people. I'm really hoping about going into this game and not really knowing anybody, because I seem to thrive in positions where people don't know how I play and don't know my reputation. So I'd like to see a cast of people that I don't really know, so that I can play the kind of game that I was able to play in real foot, and then ultimately not be first foot and get pretty far in the game. So okay, so I'm definitely an extrovert. It's pretty easy for me to talk to people and get along with people, but being an extrovert, sometimes you can tip the scale a little further than you want, and that can actually get you in trouble. People could find you like too talkative or too chatty, or so it's all been about finding that balance between being extroverted and being liked by people versus being like annoying. My weakness is the fact that I hold grudges really easily, so when things don't go my way, it's pretty obvious, and I also wear my emotions on my sleeve, so it's obvious to other people that I'm upset, and because I hold grudges, it kind of sets me aback instead of being adaptable and, yeah, the situation's shitty, but this is how we're going to move on. So that's where I know that I need to work on, but it's hard because it's just a part of who I am, that I kind of get like that salty vibe, and like I am pretty confident in like myself, and so when I'm knocked down and my ego's knocked down a little bit, it affects me more than it would affect other people. I would say that my strength is the fact that I've played a bunch of these games before, so I know what works for me. I have a pretty good idea of where I went wrong in specific games, and because of my past experiences, I'm able to hopefully mitigate going first in this game. I also think that like logically and strategically I'm very good, and social as well, because I am an extrovert. It's easy for me to find something in common between myself and another person that I don't know and work on that and build a relationship from there. I hope I'm not first food again. I'm really looking forward to playing this season. I hope that I'm in a cast of people that don't know me. It's really hard though, because I've played live games and online games before. So I'm looking forward to meeting some new faces and hopefully doing better this season.
Okay. Hey, I'm Noah. I'm from Surrey, BC. I work at a water store. My strategy going into this season. Well, I'm looking to do like a 2-person or 3-person thing where you pretty much make it to jury together. You have the 2 main people who you keep in for sure, and then you get these other like 2 other people that you say are part of your alliance, but if things go wrong you kind of just kick them out. But that's kind of that's like when you're in the merger, so I just gotta get into the merger. Yeah.
Was that your plan for season 3?
No, gosh, no. Season 3, I jumped in with, I didn't know what I was doing, man. I still don't know what I'm doing.
Hi, my name is Nya. I am a nurse at Vancouver General, and I'm here today to do good things. Hopefully I can put up a team that will get us to the finish. My strategy to coming into the game is to gather up a good, strong team and gather them together, and then from there we will shoot for skies, always. My personality, I love to get along with people, and I love to help individuals as well, but don't cross me, because I do have that side that you don't want to get in. So I mean, they voted me out because I was a little bit too strong, so at this point I'm just gonna let everyone do their thing, and I'm gonna help out, but I'm going to change that in a point where I'm going to build my own team.
What would you say your weakness is?
Kids.
Kids?
Like small, it's like, you know, that's always my weakness.
Okay, good thing there's no kids playing though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, my weakness is like, you know, I'm a very quiet person when it comes down to it. You cross me, but I like peace, you know? Make love, not war. That's me. But when it comes down to it, my weakness is like individuals that are that, you know, just trying to be alpha males. That's my weakness, because I'll definitely be like, you probably should sit down before I do something about it.
So you're saying you're annoyed by alpha males?
Not necessarily. It's just alpha males that don't need to be out and, you know, crazy about that, right? It's like, if there's something you need, like, let me know. Here. It's that easy. It's super easy. You just, like, use your words. Don't, like, monkey. Like, no. Don't. Like, we're out of that age, okay? You know? That is what annoys me. It's individuals who cannot, well, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a female, or you know, female nor male. If you cannot use your words to express what you're feeling, I don't have anything to talk to you about. You know, because nobody needs to hear that. Nobody needs the yelling and stuff. It's, yeah, we get it, you're frustrated, but be frustrated and put it in words, and then we'll understand.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I love to dance.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna use
ballet?
Are you gonna use those skills within Survivor BC?
Who knows? Maybe.
I'm Keegan. I'm from Bellingham, Washington, back in the States, and I currently work at Olive Garden and go to Western Washington University. For the season, my plan is to come in, be super open-minded. I just want to be social with everybody. I want to try and create as many bonds as possible without closing many doors and stuff, and just keep my options open and adapt to how the game's going. I don't get along with people who just really obviously try to dominate the game or like really be that alpha role. Yeah, those people annoy me.
Okay, awesome. That's it. That was pretty good, right?
Okay, there we go.
Here we go. This is it.
Did I just put my blindfold back on?
I'm not sure.